Hi.
Hi, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. I apologize for being late. Uh, I'm having a day over here.
I imagine.
I,
Yeah.
I just got back yesterday and there's no internet, so I'm using my phone's hotspot and, um, I just stepped in cat poop right before I got on this call. Because I guess Wanda just pooped like right by the side of my bed without using the litter box, but figure I can't figure it out. So
She missed you.
I guess, but she's never done that before. It's very strange, and her litter box is fully clean and it's like right there by the toilet. I don't.
Have
Anyway,
you gone, have you done a solo trip abroad since you've had her in your life with
a
nobody?
solo trip. Well,
Well, I'm
no,
just
but I
thinking
have
there's
been abroad.
right. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I have been gone for a while. So, like we've had cat sitters since we've had her.
Right. But you had a home disruption before this trip with Jeremy.
Yes,
So it
yes,
just might have been too much.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
stepping in
uh,
cat poop.
I know. I was sitting here thinking, what is that smell? Because I was like, oh, she must have just used the litter box because I'm in my bedroom and the bathroom is just right there and the litter box is next to the bathroom. And then I stood up and there's like a streak on my bed sheet. I was like, what? Where did that
Oh,
come from? It's because it's on my foot and I like dragged it across the sheet. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like there's not enough going on already.
Right. Right. Not enough going on. Exactly. And of course, I come home on a day and I come home and the first day back is just like full schedule. I don't even know how that happened. It just kind of happened. I didn't really plan it, or I must not have planned it very well. Um, because I've already had two calls before this, and I have another call this afternoon, and then I have my infusion this afternoon. So I'm like, how did that happen? How did my first day back turn into this?
I gotta fire my scheduler.
No, it's me. And the internet's down, and because of all these calls, I haven't had a chance to call and troubleshoot and figure out what's going on. So
Yeah, yeah.
anyway, how are you?
Well, pretty good, I guess.
Good,
I,
good.
I
Is your
am
book
pretty.
published?
So, more lessons learned. I hit the publish button, but I couldn't change the publish date to be closer than Saturday when
Okay.
like I I didn't know that there was yeah, that there was calendar constraints on their side. Anyway,
Okay.
so the ebook is available. Yeah, I learned some things. The ebook is available June 20th. It can be pre-ordered now, which is not really how I wanted it, but it's how I did it because I wasn't
Yeah.
fully cognizant as I am now. What I've learned is, and I think it's because of the word workbook in the title, that it's considered a low content book, and hence people cannot order them from outside the United States and Canada or something like that. Because I've had, with the last one, I had somebody from the UK say, I can't order your book for some reason. Would you send it to me? So
Mm.
I sent it and they repaid me the $25 postage for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I already heard from somebody in France saying, "I'm so excited you've got another book out. I can't order it. I can't order your books on from Amazon. They say they don't deliver here." So what I'm
Huh.
finding out is so it can't be called a series because it's considered low content. Um, I don't think it's low content, but it's got the word workbook in the title. So I think that
Yeah.
triggers them to say that.
Yeah.
So I've got two things that I plan to do some point when I can focus enough to do it. One is contact Amazon and say, would you please look at this because it's not low content.
Yeah.
You called it a workbook. Can you approve it as a book? So it can be in a series and it can be distributed in all the countries that I have asked it to be distributed in.
Yeah.
If they say no, um, I'll have the title and the covers redone. And I probably have to use other INs, but I'll just do it. So they won't be
Oh,
called workbook. It will be workbooks. I'm not going to change the content of it. Um,
and you'll just
so
update the existing listings?
I don't know. If I have to get a new
Mhm.
ISBN, I'll probably have to publish it as a new book as opposed to
Oh,
version 2.
that would, well, like on the one that's already published would mean that would mean losing all of the data that's associated with the current version.
I don't know if I put it in as a new book,
Yeah.
it would just I'd have the old book and the new book. Or whether I just change it for this book. I don't know, but it pisses me off because it's
Mhm.
not low content. It's not low content,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
so
And when you've reached out to Amazon before, you're able to get in touch with a person, right?
I have never done it, but I'm on some
Oh,
Facebook and so people talk about it, just contact
okay.
customer service at KDP. So
Okay.
I'm expecting I will get somebody. I'll
Okay,
get.
good.
Meanwhile, lesson learned.
Well, I would attempt to update the cover and title of the current book before creating a new listing because I wouldn't want there to be confusion between two different versions that are basically the same, and you want to keep all the sales and reviews attached to it. You know what I'm
Which book
saying?
the one that's
The
already
one that's
published?
the one that's already
Or
published,
take,
yeah.
yeah, I can't change anything for the second workbook now because it's within the time frame of you can't change anything.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. But
What I'm
once
gonna
it's
do.
published, you can change it.
I can uh, yeah, I can change it.
Yeah.
If I change the title of it, I think I have to change the ISBN, so then it'd be a whole new book rather than I don't think I can change the title and have it be version 2, as if I was fixing something in the interior. So I'll find out.
Yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile, European friends can't have it.
Well, isn't
But
it distributed to other sites like bookshop.org? And
so I I know you talked about that many months ago, and I went there
Mhm.
and created a page, but I couldn't figure out how to use it. So
But
I
your
have
book is there.
you. I couldn't link it to my page. I couldn't figure out any of that stuff. So it's not. But it probably, if both books are linked to my page, I mean, it's a Amazon print on demand thing. I don't know that it can be distributed someplace else. If I got this stuff up on Ingram Spark,
Yeah.
maybe it could be distributed.
Your book, look here. This
Right.
is bookshop.org. Your book is
Okay.
there.
Yeah, but I'm talking about my workbooks.
Yeah, okay, so let's see what happens when we click on you. Okay, so
Maybe
there's
I
the
could.
ebook version and the paperback version of the memoir. So that's what I was trying to ask if because the memoir is here, the
Right. Well, people
workbook
can order
should,
the memoir. The,
yeah.
yeah, people can order the memoir anywhere. Um,
Hmm. So my question is, if the memoir is here, why can't the workbooks be there?
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
understand, or I don't get bookshelf. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I haven't been able to even get my own book on my page. Um, much less try to get a second book on my page. So,
hmm,
and I don't know if well, we can't even test it because it's not on bookshelf, my workbook.
hmm,
So there might be a collusion with Amazon that
yeah.
content, low content. Books that Amazon determines are low content maybe don't get on bookshelf. I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know.
Or others, I'm trying to think if there's other sites like where else Barnes and Noble.
Right. So that requires me to have the stuff up on Ingram Spark, which
Mm-hmm.
my memoir is up there.
Mm-hmm.
My workbook is not, because I started submitting it and it said, "Dear, there was some error uh,
Oh,
and I couldn't figure out how to fix it at the time. So I
okay.
just
Okay.
I didn't get the workbook up on Ingram Spark. So
Okay. So I think that would do it. That if you I think Ingram Spark is the key for distributing to other marketplaces.
right. And it's certainly the key to distributing it to people who don't want to do business with Jeff Bezos or whatever his name
Well,
is.
and
So,
that's what I was trying to get at is if Amazon is preventing the workbooks from being sold in other countries, the workaround, instead of creating new books with new titles just to appease Amazon, the workaround would be the other distribution channels and the people in other countries could order from the other outlets instead of from Amazon. Do you see what I'm saying?
yeah, I do, assuming that somebody in France can order from Barnes and Noble.
Mm-hmm.
Ingram recently sent out an email, something about being able to order directly from Ingram Spark. You don't even have to go through.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. So, but I
Yeah.
made a note for myself to get workbooks onto Ingram Spark.
Yeah. There you go. They should have
Yeah.
customer support. If you're hitting an error with submitting it for whatever reason, they should have customer support.
They do. I used it. It just have to figure out where it is again and be
Yeah.
patient because it takes a
Yeah.
couple of weeks to hear back from them.
Sure.
So
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good.
But
I mean, not good that you're hitting this issue, but good that you're making progress and figuring things out. And sounds like you got it under control.
Yeah. And my friend Sarah is going to do my book launch for my next workbook. So
Nice.
that's going to happen.
Good. Very
That's
good.
kind of it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're my sole devoted
I know. What's with you other
member.
folks? Where are you?
I know, where is everyone? I mean, I guess maybe it's the beginning of summer. People have just got other stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if my friend Diana Duhane contacted you yet, but that's her cat who's living with me for the summer.
No, I don't think I have heard from someone who has, no. Is
No,
she,
Diana's.
does she
She's
need, she want to
she's
write a book?
she's considering a writing coach for, yeah, she's got a book that she's been asking me questions, and I say, you just have to start by writing it. And then you figure out
Yeah.
where you start with the book and what's in the middle.
Yeah, yeah,
That comes
yeah,
later.
yeah,
First, write it. So
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see.
Okay.
I think you sent out an email maybe last week or something about a new
Mhm.
configuration, what you're offering. So I forwarded her that because I don't know what your new configuration is, but
Oh,
it
good.
might be something.
I, I think I think I'm gonna start offering weekend retreat intensives.
Hmm.
So that's the new offer, and I am looking for, I'm accepting 3 women for the first iteration for the end of June.
So it'll be like one weekend or a commitment to a number of
No, it'll
weekends?
be a 1 weekend and it'll be in person. So coming here to Sacramento, staying at my house, we would do Thursday to Sunday intensive for 3 people only, where we do the vision, mission, goals, audience of the book, brainstorm the shape of it, not necessarily like the true outline or the structure, but depends on what each person has and how much material they have to start with. Um, and then build a project plan for generating, revising, and getting the draft complete. And so they would leave with a clear picture of a roadmap to move forward with toward completing their
Hmm.
draft.
Hmm. Good. She probably wouldn't be able to do that because of she works very hard during the summer and then she has a place in Costa Rica. And so she comes to the States to work and earn money and
Okay.
then goes home.
What does she do? What does she do to earn money?
She landscapes. She's
Oh.
fabulous. She's also a trauma therapist. I mean, she's cranial sacral and she has some osteopathic training and all sorts of stuff. Watsu, which is in the water, working in the water. And
Mhm.
but this busy is landscaping.
Oh, okay.
She's good.
Cool.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, anything else for you?
No,
Nope. Okay.
no. I'll go visit Terry.
Okay. How's he doing?
He's doing better. This
Good.
tomorrow will be the second time that his physical therapy, his physical therapist helps him get in my car and I take him for a drive.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
then the
nice.
therapist helps him get out of the car and back into his chair. So he's been
Yeah.
practicing transfers. He can't do this one on his own by any means, but so yeah, a little
Good.
flavor of life outside of a long-term care facility.
Good. 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 That's nice.
Yeah,
Well, enjoy that visit.
will do. And I hope your infusion goes easy.
Thank you. Me too. Last month was very challenging, and I'm trying something new this time where I usually have it first thing in the morning at 9 a.m. because then my thinking was, well, I'll get it done first thing in the day, and then I can just like rest for the rest of the day. Well, last month they didn't have a 9 a.m. appointment available, so it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I think. And so it was like 2 to 4. So it was 4 o'clock by the time I was done. And I was like, oh, it's kind of like almost dinner time. And then after dinner, I could just chill and watch TV and go to bed. So then I thought, oh, maybe I should just try this intentionally and see how it goes. Where today the appointment is at 5. So that I could have my whole day, do the infusion in the evening, and then just transition into like resting in bedtime for the rest of the night instead of having that be like a whole day worth of resting. So we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see how it goes.
yeah. Experimenting.
Yeah. Yes, experimenting exactly. And I think the one shift will be, especially if the infusion is on a Thursday, I usually go to yoga Friday mornings. But when I have my infusion at 9, yoga's like 24 hours later, and
Yeah.
I've mostly kind of recovered. So I probably can't do yoga tomorrow morning. And so I should do the infusion on a different day of the week. So
Is it just Fridays?
it's not
Yoga.
just Fridays, but the 9 a.m. class is Fridays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I got
Alrighty.
going on. And now I got to strip the sheets off my bed and wash the cat poop that I tracked. And check under the bed for more, because where did it come from?
Right, right. Oh, pet sitter, you didn't notice there was no poop in the litter for a week?
I mean, hopefully it's just a one-time thing. And
Yeah,
it was still soft, so that means it's kind of fresh.
yeah, it does.
Uh,
Uh,
anyway, we don't need to talk about that anymore.
okay. Well,
Ending,
thank you.
beginning and ending on cat poop.
Right, right, right. I'm just thinking we have a retreat next weekend. Not this one, but the following one.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
Good. They're very helpful for me.
Good. All right, my dear. I'll see you at the retreat then, I guess. That'll be the next time we
Good,
have a live call.
good.
Okay. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.